Hey, what's up? It's Rashad, hanging with the Joneses, and this is episode number 7. The name of this episode is The Eye, and I just want you guys to like when we watch these things. Spoilers, of course. I'm sorry, spoilers. When you watch things, you guys start picking up on what the idea of the show is, and I didn't even realize what the name of the episode was. So this episode is aptly titled because the entire episode is essentially about vision or perception. Like that's the motif that keeps coming up. Of course, we know that the eye is dealing with Sauron, but everybody in this episode has some sort of issue with vision physically, or the perception has changed in a positive or negative way. So let's start off with, the real people in the episode. That's going to be the Southlanders and, of course, the Numenorians. So we're still at the aftermath of Mount Doom erupting, and everybody is, of course, in pure shock and utter despair. We see Galadriel. She ends up, covered. All amazing cinematography of her and her eye. Again, the theme of the episode. And she is blinking, gets up, sees Theo, runs into Theo, says, "Hey, you okay?" Theo was like, "Yeah." Grabs him. She's like, "Come with me." So grabs Theo, and we end up to Queen Muriel. And Muriel is trying to gather up some folks. She sees some soldiers, which happen to be Isildur and his homie. And they are trying to, of course, gather up the people as well. A lot of people just burnt on fire. It is tragedy all around. So the sad part of this is they end up going to try to help somebody in this structure, and the roof's about to fall down. So they drag out his friend with like the curly black hair. I forgot his name, and then they try to get somebody else out, and then we see it's his other friend has died, and as they go to try to help somebody else, pull somebody out, Isildur gets out, but as they're trying to do all that, the structure falls, and like just a rush of like embers hit Queen Muriel in the face, and this ends up blinding her. So again, her vision is physically done. All right. So cut back to Galadriel and Theo. They're walking and talking, and they end up seeing like some orcs. So they hide, and then they start to talk and rest. And they're talking. Well, before they even see the orcs, they're talking. And Galadriel is talking with Theo about basically her life and what's leading her and what led her to this point. And she's giving him some real good, some real good one-liners about not letting the hate consume you, and making sure that you stay focused on what the real path is. Again, vision, perception, that whole thing. And then Castillo was like, he's super pissed because at this point, he doesn't know if his mom is alive. He doesn't know if his stepdad is alive. So he's just mad. and Galadriel is really trying to walk him down. Like, all right, like, you got to cool out, yo. Like, I understand you pissed, but you going to mess around and start fighting for the wrong reason. And you don't want to be out here doing that. And they both blame themselves for what's going on, which is a very interesting dynamic. Her fault, of course, she's been long lived and how she's been just on this quest to find Sauron, and him because he gave Adar the hilts, which was the key to unlock the whole, the whole Mount Doom thing. So they both have these trajectories of guilt and hurt. She's trying to get him to see, hey, like you ain't trying to live this life, and he's like, nah, I'm about that life. So here's some orcs in the background. Of course, orcs have like super, senses. So he tries to unsheathe his hilt, and orcs like, what the heck was that noise? So they're looking around and they're sniffing, and again, the whole perception. Again, even though it's not sight, it's scent. They can't smell anything but ash. So even though they will eventually be able to walk around in the daylight, their sense of smell has, the perception of that has changed. That's another little small good hint there. So they go away, and she's like, "All right, I need you to chill out." So next day, Galadriel and and Theo end up going back to the main encampment, and they end up finding his mom, and all that stuff. And Arondir is still there. He's happy. He gets a big, stepdaddy hug and all that good stuff. So, cool. Elendil and Queen Muriel and like whoever was left, they end up going to travel to this encampment. And Queen Muriel is like, yo, I'm like, I can't. This ain't looking right to me. So they walk out of what's now Mordor and get into like basically where the sun is at and all that good stuff. And she's like, man, like when we gonna get out the smoke? And they was like, girl, what you talking about? and then Elendil was like, oh man, we've been out somewhere like a mile, yo. And she's like, oh shoot, I can't see. So she's like, man, just walk by me. They don't need to know that. Don't nobody need to get alarmed. Just let's keep it moving. So they end up going to the encampment, and this is where it gets shaken. The sight or the perception of Elendil starts to change, because of course he still hasn't found his son. And my bad. And Isildur ends up getting we don't know if he's dead or not. Of course, I don't think he's dead. He's the main character, but he gets smashed under the rubble as he's trying to save some of the people back at the old village. And Elendil is going through it. He's like, his son's horse Beric is there, and can nobody settle Beric down, so they had to let Beric go. And of course, the rider and the horse have like this sort of symbiotic relationship. They've already established that. So he hightails it out of there. Put that thing on Nas to go back and find Isildur. And Galadriel, Theo catch up with them, of course. And then Galadriel says, hey, where's Queen at? Talk to the Queen. And she is like guilt ridden. She's like, man, I'm so sorry this happened. And Queen Muriel does like the most gangster thing this episode. She's like, look, man, don't pity me, elf. You know what I'm saying? He said, look, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna go regroup, but Numenor will be back. Oh, we're gonna be back. She said, I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be back. Because now her perception about what's going on in the Southlands has changed, because now it's personal. So she has a change of heart as well. On the other end of that coin, Elendil is like, I can't, what? Girl, we not coming back here. This is trash. Ain't no way in the world we coming back to this hellscape. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he should have just disappears. Because she's trying to say, Captain. He's out. He's pissed. Only thing he wants back is his son. And, and we don't know if he's going to get him back. But either way. So, which gets me to the part of the episode that I dislike the most. And that's the Harfoots. I'm just going to say they also have a change of perception. So, or not even that. Because their perception is so goofy, it really messed them up. All right, so they're, still trying to get to wherever they're trying to go to, the Grove. I don't know what it's called, but either way, the rest of the of the caravan is there, and it's Nori, her people, and Space Jesus, and they breaking up the rear. Comes to, oh my God, they already started cooking. Like, nah, yo, it's charred. You know what I'm saying? Because of a freaking volcano. So they all end up set up shop, and the Space Jesus was like, I'm gonna try to heal the tree. And he doesn't really try. He tries to, but it ends up breaking a branch, and it falls down on Nori and Nori's little brother. Because Nori's little brother's stupid. He's gonna try to come forward, and everybody's already back. All right, so the tree branch falls on them. They're fine. And now everybody's scared of Space Jesus again. So the wise old black dude talks to him and says, hey, man, there's some big people over there. You know what I'm saying? Get your big behind out of here. I'm going to give you this paper with these stars. I'm pretty sure the big people over there can help you out. And he's like, Space Jesus looking real remorseful and stuff. So Space Jesus walks away, looks at Nori, and then Space Jesus is gone. In the meantime, it's nighttime, and no. They go around trying to find, whatever they can, since it's, everything is burnt up. So Nori's friend, again, whatever her name is, the one that doesn't have a family, by the way, she's down at this little ravine trying to get some water. Then she sees this huge footprint. So she gets visibly shaken. The pail drops. The pail goes down a little stream. And then you see like the three creepy, I don't know who these things are. You know what I'm saying? They look almost kind of like Space Jesus, but like they know what's going on. And they end up leaving. And then it's nighttime. All the Harfoots are essentially, camoed out. You know what I'm saying? And we see the three almost ethereal beings around the encampment. And they look at the tree, realize what's going on. Oh, my bad. Space Jesus did help them out too, because eventually the orchard of apples started to actually spring forth fruit. So there's about to have all types of apple stuff. Anyway, so the three ethereal beings who are clearly evil with the black fingertips are there, and stupid Nori says, hey, he's going that way. And she was like, well, where'd you come from? One, and two, I don't care. So, and then Nori's goofy dad, the one whose leg is all magically fixed, you know what I'm saying, his broken foot is magically fixed now, and all of a sudden he's like, get away from here before I burn you. Takes the fire and blows it, and then burns up their entire encampment. I'm pretty sure some Harfoots are dead. They ain't really got no food. And again, tragedy befalls them. I guess I have to wait for those people too. I guess in the song it's gonna be like, the ones who died from the crazy witch angel lady. Yeah, that's gonna be in the next one. Next day, Nori's dad, he's like an optimist. So he's trying to be all, we should, we're movers and shakers, man. We gotta get to it. Old black guy's like, man, would you just let us more? You know what I'm saying? People died last night. He's like, no, we gotta keep it moving. So Nori has a bright idea, say, hey, I'm gonna go that way. Make sure that I get back up with Space Jesus. Let him know that these three ethereal beings are looking for him. And so she goes. Of course, her friend goes. Then her mom goes, and then I think the black guy goes too. And he said the realest thing the whole episode. I said, man, it don't even matter. We all gonna die. I was like, thank you. You finally said something that made sense. But yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of the episode. Also, Durin and Elrond, they're trying to get that mithril. All right, so the major thing with them, the mithril, they can get to it, but it's causing tremors in the mountain, of course. King Durin's not down with it. Pisses him off. They try to do it behind his back, takes his princehood from him, and then at the end of the episode, he said, yeah, man, he throws the leaf down there, close up the hole, and what happens? Leaf goes down. Of course, the leaf gets magically, alived. And then it goes over to the bottom, drops, boom, what do we see? Balrog. So next episode is gonna be crazy. This was a good episode too. So next episode we're probably gonna see Sauron. We're gonna see the dwarves just get decimated by the Balrog. And yeah, I'm gonna be here for all that. So that's all I got for this one. Make sure you go back Thursday. She-Hulk did that review. That was the penultimate episode of that series as well. Next Monday, 7 p.m., Join us, me and my boy Antonio Western Bros, Wednesday, Andor. Hopefully get a good one. But Andor's next Wednesday as well. But that's all I got. Till the next time.